Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How is everybody doing? Have you been looking for your girl? Well, guess what? You found me. This is In the Kitchen with Angela. Meal prep Saturdays and Sundays, but I decided to do things Saturday, okay? All things New Orleans, thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm coming to you with an all prepared pot of water boiling, but guess what's in it? We have a smoked turkey leg. That's correct. Smoked turkey and bay leaf. I've been cooking this for about 45 minutes. What we're cooking today is some greens. You know, a lot of people just like to cook collards. Me, I'm going to do it my mama's way. Yes, the New Orleans style way. My mama was a fabulous cook. And I'm coming to you in my kitchen to do things my way, the way I was taught. And I don't think there was a person who didn't like my mother's food. So come on in my kitchen. Come on in my kitchen. Today I'm doing 3 ingredients when it comes to greenery. We're doing collard greens, mustard greens, and turnip greens. Yes, you heard me. Some people just blend collards and mustards together. I'm doing all 3. It gives out a great burst of flavor. I'm not going to do the root of the turnip green because I hate turnip bottoms. Those things are the grossest thing, and I eat all vegetables. But see, coming up, something about a turnip bottom was just too potent, and it left you with this, ooh, the flavor was just too strong. I just don't like it. It's too bitter. You know, even when you cook it, I don't care who cooks it. That's just not where it's at, okay? So I'm going to do my turnip events. I'm starting off, since my water has been going through, I'm going to put some good old yellow onions in there. So I'm going to put those onions in there. Let those onions cook down, okay? And then with my greens, I like to add a jalapeno pepper. It was already cut. Okay. And then I'm going to add my turnip greens. And I'm going to be adding some chicken stock in here too. You can use chicken broth. The difference between one and the other, one makes things thicker. And one may, if you want it to be thick, it'll make your roux and sauces thicker. So I'm going to add I couldn't find any fresh turnip greens, so I went to the freezer section where it's the closest to fresh. It's flash frozen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add them in. I'm starting off with a pretty high fire because we have to get, you know, our greens in. And I'm doing all 3, like I said, all 3. Okay, I'm gonna also add, since I was cooking down the bone, going to be adding the smoked turkey in. I know a lot of people like to use ham hocks, pig parts. Not me. I'm trying to be healthy, and I rather it this way. Anyway, it tastes so good. It has a lot of flavor with smoked turkey. It's a healthier alternative as to pork, you know. So I pre-washed my greens here. This is collard and mustard mixed. I know you can see that if you guys eat them. You do know mustard and collards have a different texture and a different look. So they were pre-washed. I'm going to get them in here and start cooking them. And smoked turkey is bursting with flavor too. So, yeah, it really is. So that's going to bring out the flavor and everything. I know I cooked a green video before where I did it vegetarian style with the tomatoes in it and stuff. But today, I want some meat in there. So I'm going to cook all these greens down for quite a bit of time. It's going to, all out the mustard, the collard, and the turnips, okay? I'm cooking them down. And once the meat is tender and they're cooked and very tender, then, you know, I'll show you the finishing touches. But right now we're going to get this started. Remember, you have to pre-wash your vegetables because they come from the ground. And where the ground is, there's dirt. And you have to make sure you wash your greens more than once, more than twice, even 3 to 4 times. You have to get that grainy dirt off of them. Switch them out and keep on going, okay? So I'm going to add, of course, I like Badia products. I started using them and I like them. Normally I would use fresh garlic, but I'll use this, the ground garlic. It's fine. And I add quite a bit. It brings out the flavor too. And of course I have my jalapenos in there. I'm going to add crushed red peppers. I know I had the jalapenos, but I still want a little more kick, okay? And then I'm going to add, Tony Saturate. I'm going to add that in there. That give you that flavor. Okay. And I'm going to also add a little salt. Okay. And then I'm going to add my chicken. So we're going to let this cook down for quite a bit of time. I'm going to get this stirred. We're going to let them cook down for a while. I want my meat tender. I want all my greens to become tender. I'm going to cook them for a while, then turn them down on low. And I'll show you the finishing touches of all 3 together. You know what I'm going to do. They say to add sugar to cut the gas. We're going to add a little sugar to cut the gas. And I'm going to also add a little vinegar. Vinegar is good. You don't want to add a bunch of vinegar. Just enough. Okay? So, for some reason, vinegar and greens, they blend well together. So, this is a tablespoon. This is 2. And then I'll add 1 for love. Bam. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sugar in here. Like I said, it's supposed to cut the gas, but all these mitts and stuff. So this is a tablespoon of sugar. I don't want my greens sweet. I don't want them sweet. I don't want them sweet. But sugar is for balance. I don't want it overloaded and sweet. I'm going to let these greens cook down. No, I didn't use the Holy Trinity today. Some people, I've seen them put bell pepper, onion, and celery in their greens, but I don't think it calls for that. So I'm not going to go with that today, okay? So we got this cooking down. We got our meat in there. I have a whole bay leaf in there. I have actually 2 in there, okay? So we're going to let this cook. It has come to a boil. I'm going to bring that down to about a medium-high heat. And let this cook up. And it's going to cook quite a bit of time. Once my greens are done, I'm going to let you look in that pot. Y'all see that? You see it? They're cooking. I love it. So, we got this ball rolling. I'll come back to you in a couple of hours or so. We're going to let this cook down. All the spices and stuff blend together. I'll do a tasting to see if I need to add anything else. So right now, we're going to just wait out our little time, let it slow cook, and I'll get back to you guys while we're at it. If you like my videos and more, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? I also have Instagram and Facebook. I'm even on Pinterest. Check me out, okay? So invite others to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell to be notified. I'll be back to you in a little while. We're cooking greens today. Mustard, turnip, and collards. That's right. I put them all together. They're going to marry, and we're going to have some good in this kitchen today. So I'll come back to you a little later when the greens are all ready. I'll see you in a bit. So bye. You guys, my greens have been cooking for a couple of hours now. And they're good and tender. I'm going to turn them off. And I'm going to go ahead and place them into a bowl with a slotted spoon. And That's the finishing touches of my greens. They came out real tender. They're very flavorful, full of juice. And I mean full of juice. I don't want the juice to get all over. I'm gonna keep the turkey. Gonna keep the turkey bone for a while. I'm not gonna automatically put it in the fridge just yet. I'm gonna let it cool down just slightly a little bit. Although they say you can put your food in there with the lid on a little bit, I'll just leave it out a little bit on the stove for a while, or on the countertop for a while. I don't really need this bay leaf. I'm gonna pull that out. That's good. So I'm just going ahead and adding the finished greens to a bowl. I'm not gonna use all this juice. We don't really need it. I would have made cornbread, but I decided against it because I'm gonna have some yellow rice along with some chicken I seasoned. We're gonna have some potato salad. And basically, it's gonna be yellow rice, potato salad, greens, and the chicken is gonna go over the yellow rice. I'm thinking about sauteing it, but it's up to me what I do, what I decide. So here you have it. Fresh batch of greens, collards, turnips, and mustard greens. I'm gonna show you my finishing touches. And there you have it. Doesn't that look great, you guys? That's simply beautiful. That's my combination of greens for you today. We did all things New Orleans style. Thank you so much for following me on my channel, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Invite others. Subscribe, like, you can comment, it's up to you. So this is gonna be eaten. This is gonna be really good. I already tasted it. It tasted great. I'll let you guys see. We blended all of the ingredients together. That's mustard, turnips, and collard greens. A trinity, all in one. Real good. Bursting with flavor. It's great. So thanks so much for joining me on my channel. If you like these recipes and more, come on and join me. This is In the Kitchen with Angela, your Creole Roots 47 girl. Thank you so much and have a good night. Bye.